Dancentral here, and welcome to a new video. Now this is about the third time I've had to do this video now, because I've had a few issues already with the new version of iMovie. Well, new version for me anyway, iMovie 11. Now this is the first video that I've ever done on my new Mac, so that's absolutely brilliant. No whirring, nothing like the old Mac, so that's already brilliant. However, I've had some issues already with audio and video being in sync. It's an issue that a few people have had. I don't know why it's happened, but apparently the FaceTime camera reads on movement. So apparently, if you don't move that often, then it slows down the frame rate and it causes the speech to be behind the video or in front by a couple of seconds. Whereas if you move a lot, then it speeds up and it's not too bad. So the first video I did, the first attempt, did a whole kind of like 15-minute thing. The whole video was out of sync, so it just looked awful, so I scrapped it. Then redid it again with me like moving around like all kind of stuff and looking like an absolute idiot, and even that didn't even help, so I just looked like an idiot for nothing. So then I went on YouTube, to cut a long story short, and did some research, and there's hardly any research even out there, even any solutions to help you. So I was just like, great, so now I'm in the dark. However, I did come across one YouTube video of a guy that was given an option to delete iMovie 11 and then reinstall it from the App Store. So deleted it and lost it, couldn't find it again. So I was just like, great, now I've lost iMovie. Went into the App Store, searched for iMovie, and it was trying to make me pay for it. And it was trying to make me pay for version 10.9. So I was like, great, so not only are you trying to make me pay for iMovie now, when I just had it included in my iLife package for my new Mac, but now you're trying to make me pay for an earlier version. So I was like, no way. So just when I was about to admit defeat, I did some more research and found out that I had to sign into my actual account on the App Store and go into purchases. So I did that and found it. It picked it up from when I had it before, when I first got the Mac, before I deleted it by mistake. Well, I say by mistake, I was trying to fix it, but anyway. And it found it. So it said, do you want to reinstall it? So I reinstalled it, but it only gave me 10.9. So I was just like, oh. But then luckily, as soon as it downloaded 10.9, it automatically then asked me if I wanted to update it. So I thought, brilliant. So I updated it, and now I've got 11 back. So I just did a little bit of a test video just now, back on 11, and it seems to, fingers crossed, have sorted itself, and now it seems to be absolutely brilliant. And now the audio and visuals seem to be in sync again. But that was only like a 30-second test video, so fingers crossed that the whole of this will be fine as well, and it won't start going out of sync again. Otherwise, I'm not sure what to do. But that was quite nerve-wracking, because when I couldn't find iMovie 11 initially, I thought I'd lost it forever. So, panic over. Right, anyway, I just wasted 3 minutes on that, but anyway. So the main point of this video then, I've actually decided to shoot this in a different location as well, because I was doing it in my room. I could hear something. I was shooting it in my room, but I decided to move into a different area because I can't be bothered to try it again up there. So yeah, so basically this video is about the whole copyright policing that's being upped by Google on the 18th of November. What are my thoughts? I just thought I'd air them really, just to sort of go through what I think and just let you guys know what I'm sort of planning on doing. So basically, yeah, Google is deciding that it's going to up its copyright policing on the 18th, and that may therefore affect a lot of videos, and people are worrying and panicking that their YouTube channels are therefore going to be deleted and just disappear, and their videos can be deleted forever. Now, initially, I wasn't too bothered, because I thought, oh, it's just a scare tactic, you know, it's just, you know, Google's way of trying to frighten people into just deleting a few videos that they think could potentially be brought into, issues of copyright. And I just thought, I'll be fine, you know, because it's like they were saying last year, you know, the world's going to end, and then we'd suddenly wake up the following day. So it's just like, obviously, it's not true. But then I happened to watch a video this morning by Lawn Boys Post 1975, I think his name is, and he was doing a video about his thoughts on it. And I was watching it and I started to agree with the things he was saying, and I actually started to. The more I watched it, the more I thought about it more in general. I started to actually get more worried myself, and actually ended up thinking, do you know what? Actually, there could be a chance here that I could lose my YouTube channel, and other people could too. So I started getting a little bit worried actually. So after watching the video, I decided that I would jump on the Dailymotion bandwagon. Now, my good mate Interghost, Adam, he has already tried it. Well, he's trying it just to see what it's like. So I thought I would have a go. So I've created a Dailymotion, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be basically putting some of my YouTube videos on there, just in case my YouTube channel does disappear and I lose everything. I've still got some backed up. So if you want to check it out, this isn't a video to promote that and say go and follow it and subscribe and In fact, I'm not sure how Dailymotion works too much yet, because I've not really looked at it in a lot of detail. But I'm not trying to promote it to say go and follow it and do this and do that. But it's just so you guys know what's going on with my YouTube and what I'm doing in general at the moment. So yeah, it's, if you want to go and check it out, it's www.dailymotion.com/dancentral. Now, it kind of asked me on there what name did I want to use, and I was just like, of course, I'm going to use my name Dan Central. That's what I'm known by online, and that's how I'll stay. So I'm going to be putting some videos of my YouTube account on there, mainly because if my YouTube channel does disappear, I've still got some videos there. Now, if it does end up being a hoax, and or like that ends up being there wasn't actually anything to worry about really in the first place, and we do keep our YouTube channels, then I may keep both running, or I may just delete Dailymotion. But it's there as kind of almost like a backup, just in case I do happen to lose my YouTube channel and I've still got some videos up. Now, I've always been someone that made a lot of videos and ended up rinsing my memory. So I was always someone that would just make a video, and once it was uploaded to YouTube, I would then just delete it completely. So, rightly or wrongly, that does mean now that if my YouTube channel was to completely disappear, I would have lost everything and I wouldn't be able to salvage it. And that's quite a scary prospect, really. So, yeah, this is just a way of backing up some of it and keeping some of the videos alive, really. Because, I mean, I'm not just saying this to be biased because I've created a Dailymotion. I generally am liking the interface on there, and I'm quite liking it already from what I've seen. But obviously I do want to keep my YouTube, and I'd rather be on YouTube because it's obviously a little bit more widely known, it's a little bit more kind of popular and used more. But we don't know what's going to happen on the 18th. It could be nothing could happen at all, or we could find that we wake up on the 19th and everything's gone. And that's quite scary. So what I'm going to be doing is basically putting some of my YouTube videos on Dailymotion, and it means if YouTube does go, then I've still got some videos there, really. But it's something that I think we're just going to have to wait to hear what's going to happen on the 18th, because no one knows at the moment. No one knows, really. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Please feel free to check out my Dailymotion. I'm still in the process of putting videos on there. So there's not too much really going on there at the moment, but it's just something that I thought I would try out to see what happens, just in case my YouTube channel does go down. I mean, where do my videos go? Where do the videos go if they get deleted? I guess they just disappear off into the ether, really. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. So yeah, and would I make a new YouTube channel if my current one got deleted? I don't know. I really don't know, because thinking about it, if I made a new one, I'd be worrying with every video that I uploaded, should that have been in there? Should I have had that little bit of music in there? Is that going to be picked up and, the whole video's going to be taken down now? Obviously, a lot of my videos made up of Let's Plays. So, gaming footage, is that going to be stopped straight away? Am I going to spend 15 minutes, putting a lot of time, love and effort into maybe creating a decent video for it to then suddenly be taken down straight away, and it's just wasted all that time? I just don't know. But then if I do make a new channel, do I turn it into a vlog channel? Then is that going to be interesting though? So I don't know is the answer. I really don't know if I'd make a new one, which is quite sad to say, really, because I love making videos. And those of you that followed my channel, because I've had it for 6+ years now, those of you that have been following it for a while, you know that it's quite diverse. It's got gaming, piano and dance on there, so there's a lot of stuff there, which if I lost, I'd be devastated. I'd be absolutely devastated. Um, and I think I'd probably lose my motivation to make new videos, really, if that happened. And it's just a shame that no one knows and that this is happening. You know, it's just, I know people do say embrace change, but I think in this situation it's just unwanted and unnecessary. I just think there's just no point in it whatsoever. Like, it's just Google being a pain, trying to jump on YouTube and trying to mess things up. And I don't want to go off on a massive rant because I can do that, but you know, it's just like, Google Plus, really? Can't you just leave YouTube alone? You know, YouTube was brilliant. It's a great platform. I miss what it was like in the early days when it was just YouTube and the old layouts and stuff, and it was just YouTube, and we could do what we wanted to do, and we could just have fun with it, and the community was absolutely brilliant. And now Google Plus has got involved. It's just like, really? It's like every time I sign into my YouTube, I'm being asked to create a new Google Plus page, which I don't want to know, so I'm constantly clicking on disconnect from my YouTube, disconnect, and then if I accidentally click the wrong thing, or if it brings up something else that I get confused by and click the wrong thing, suddenly I'm trying to go back to my old YouTube because it's tried to create a new one for me, and I can't see all my videos now. I can't see, you know, comments and stuff, so I'm having to try and then find the feature in my settings now to revert back to my original YouTube and take it off the Google Plus. And I'm finding I'm having to do that every time pretty much that I log in. And it's just getting to a stage now I'm just like, you're trying to force us to do something when no one's interested. But if it carries on, I don't even know if I'll even stay on YouTube in general because of that. You know, they tried to copy Facebook in the beginning with this whole Google Plus One thing, where if you followed someone or you wouldn't like the status, you'd plus one it or something, and that never worked. And now they're trying to do what YouTube are doing and copy them. And it's just like, really? It's like, it didn't work with Facebook, and it's not working with YouTube. No one wants you. But I don't know. I really don't know. It's just frustrating. There's not a lot we can do. And until we get to the 18th or the morning of the 19th, no one's going to know what's going to happen. So it's quite a nerve-wracking time, really. I mean, there's a project that I've been doing for quite a few months now. One of my fellow YouTubers, Shock 16, which is probably the most ambitious project I've done yet, and it's not far off being done, as I've said in a previous video. And we're now panicking that that's going to get taken down straight away because it's got a fair bit of music in there, which could be picked up. You know, it's just all that kind of hard work, and it's just like, yeah, brilliant. So yeah, really, would I make a new channel? YouTube wise, I don't know, because I'll be worrying about every video I uploaded then, if that was the case. I don't want my videos to get deleted, so I'm going to start putting them on Daily Motion, see if I can put as many as I can, really. If any of you want to check it out, like I said, dailymotion.com/dancentral. If I do upload any videos in the meantime, they'll be on YouTube solely. And then when we get to the 18th or the morning after, I will make a decision then as to whether I have them both running if my YouTube's left alone and nothing happens, or I just keep Daily Motion because YouTube's gone. But I don't think I'd create a new channel because a lot of my videos do use like footage, and things like that, which would probably bring into copyright issues again. So I'm just like, what else could I do? There's not really much else I'd want to do. So yeah, it's gutting. It really is gutting, but we won't know. We won't know until we get to the 18th. So yeah, this is just a video just to say what I think about it. I'm not happy. I don't think any of us are happy. There's not a lot we can do though, however. Yeah, that's it really. Cheers guys. Thanks ever so much in general for obviously, you know, keeping with the channel and following it as always. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys in a new video soon, whether it's on here or on Daily Motion really. We'll see what happens on the 18th. And I guess we'll go from there. So cheers guys, and I'll speak to some of you all soon. Cheers.